All right, so one of the worst things to happen is to have a piece of your gear go down that you use for content creation. And in my case, my studio monitors, my PreSonus Eris, I think that's how you pronounce them, my 3.5s that I had for about 3 years, finally went down, and it went down on like a small technicality. And that was my power button popped out. So there's my power button popped out, and there's two little pins that go behind the power button. And those two little pins popped out. I was able to find one of the pins, but I couldn't find the other pin. It probably got vacuumed up or something. It's been about a week and a half now. But the pin popped out, and that resulted in me not being able to turn the monitors back on. So what did I do? I had to go out, spend some money, and buy another set. Now this set right here is the 2024. Like, this is the newer model of the speakers that I've currently been rocking for a while. But this is the new model. Still looks the same and everything. Still at the same price, but it's just like an updated version. So I think the look just looks a little bit different. Like, the speaker just looks a little bit different, but they still operate in the same fashion. I think I can even still use all the same cables and cords, so I may not even have to do nothing besides just take those monitors out and just plug these ones in and leave everything like it is. You know what I'm saying? So what I want to do for you guys today is I just want to share this unboxing experience with you guys. Put these monitors side by side, at least one or two of them, put them side by side so you can see the old one versus the new one. And then we'll just kind of talk about them from there, and I give you guys like my follow-up on these monitors and why I continue to use these monitors, because I could have bought any other ones, but I wanted to stick with the ones that I have. So we'll go through all of that stuff, man, and then we'll get out of here for today. Let's do it. All right, so I went ahead and popped the top so we can get to it real easy, so I can unbox these, man. But anyway, I jumped on Amazon. I got these for 99 bucks. These are the Gen 2s. They do have a 3.5 Bluetooth Gen 2 model, and those are $149. And then they got a 4.5 that's $199. And then they have a 5-inch that's $249. And then they got a sub that's $199, like a subwoofer that you can, kind of pretty much set up your whole little, studio. But anyway, I just stick with the 3.5s, the Gen 2. They did have the Gen 1s on here, which is the ones that I have on my desk now. They did have the Gen 1s on here for $99, but I feel like they removed them because the Gen 2 model is on here now for $99. And I feel like the only difference is probably just cosmetics, but we'll see. I'll put them side by side and look at them. But anyway, enough talking. Let's jump into this box, man, because I want to unbox these, compare them, set them up so I can, go back to using my desk the right way. So you get some paperwork and stuff like we got 3 years ago. Same little paperwork, and then same little feet that you can put on the bottom to kind of like sound dampen it a little bit. If it's rattling on your desk, you can put this on the bottom and you'll be good. I think that's what that is, this little stuff right here, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. You can correct me always. You know what I'm saying? And then right here, you have, let's see if I can get this out. You got one speaker right here. This is the main one. Move this out the way. And then you also have the second speaker right here. And then left in the box is basically all of your cables and stuff. Now, the funny thing is, because these are the same as these, just a little bit of a different look, I feel, I may not have to use any of these cables. I should be able to just unplug these and just put these in place, you know what I'm saying, and just plug it back in. So I may not even have to use these cables, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, let's go ahead and see what this one looks like right here.
Let's go ahead and get this on. Here we go. So, it's taking me forever, right?
So here we go right here. So this is what that one looks like right here. As you can see, looks pretty nice. And to me, I can already see a little bit of a difference, but again, we'll still do a little side by side just to see what they actually looking like, you know what I'm saying. And then here's the main one right here. Let me go ahead and open up this one real quick.
Trying to make this video as painless and quick as possible because I really need to go ahead and get these set up on my desk.
So here's this one, and I can already see a little bit of a difference on this one as well. But here we go. So here's the other one right here. As you can see, this is the other one. And again, I'm gonna do a little top down so you guys can see what they look like side by side with the old one and the new one. And I'll probably just use the main speaker, the one that you see right here. I'll probably compare just the main speaker, because obviously the little secondary speaker, it don't really kind of matter. So I just probably compare these, but this is what the main one looks like right here. So let me go ahead and move this one out of the way, and then we'll do a little top down and look around both of these, see what they look like. I'll plug them in, give them a quick listen, make sure they working and all that stuff, man, and then we'll wrap this video up for the day. All right, so here's the front part of the speakers, just so we can kind of take a look at the differences. It's very subtle, but at a minimum, there is a little bit of a difference. So on the left is the Gen 1, and on the right is the Gen 2. So just in case you were to purchase a set of these speakers and you got confused with which one was Gen 1 or Gen 2, this is how you'll know. So this is Gen 1, this is Gen 2. So Gen 1 has the old label here, it's blue, and the new one has this silver label, which is bigger. You also have the indicator light here, so a power light here, and there's no power light on the Gen 1s right there, but everything else looks to be the same. You got the power button in the same spot. You got your headphone, your headphone AUX, and you got your volume knob right here. You also have this blue line on the volume knob down here, and on here you don't have a blue knob or anything. You just have a little indicator light above right there, above the light. Let me bring it up some. Have a little indicator above the volume knob right there. So that's what the front looks like. That's what the difference looks like. And then from the top down shot like this, another way to know is that if you look at it from this perspective right here, the front plate is a little bit thinner. So if you notice, this front plate line and this front plate line is different. So this on the Gen 1, the plate is bigger on the face. This plate is thinner on the Gen 2s, if you can see that right there. All right, let's go to the back real quick. So flipping these over on the back, just like this. So again, right here we have Gen 1 on the left and Gen 2 right here on the right. So just the only couple of quick differences that I noticed on the back, the word left is a little bit bigger. So left is small on the Gen 1, left is big right here on the Gen 2. If you can see that right there. Right here you got your high and low, goes to 6 dB. All of that is the same. The difference is you have a blue line on each one of these knobs for the acoustic tuning. No blue line here. You got your left and right there, left and right. This says left, right, and it has TRS right here. This one just says left and right unbalanced, and this says RCA unbalanced. So the Gen 1s have a little bit more like information right here. You see what I'm saying? Just a little bit more information. But the Gen 2s, they kind of got rid of some of the information and just kept it a little bit more plain, but it's still basically the same information, still the same back. And then what else? You got your power cable spot down here at the bottom. You can see that as well. And then one of the things, the biggest difference that I noticed from the Gen 1s to the Gen 2s is the placement of the output to speakers right here is at the bottom down here, and it's up at the top on the Gen 1s. And another huge difference is they have a standby button right here on the Gen 2s, if you could see that. So it's a standby button right there. We don't have that standby button on the Gen 1s, if you can see that. So what I'm assuming is with that standby button is that when you have that standby button turned on, I'm hoping that it puts the speakers in like a low power state or something like that if they're not getting a signal. I didn't look that up, but I'm just going to assume that's what that is. If the standby button on these is not used for that, just, drop me a comment, let me know, and it's all good from there. I also did go ahead and put the little feet right here on the bottom so you guys can see that. I did put the feet on the bottom because I did have the feet on the bottom of the Gen 1s as well. And then another thing too, the Gen 1s, it says 11th month, 20 year. This one says 6 month, 23 years. So this is when you could tell that when they were manufactured, I guess. So in 2020 for this one and 2023 for this one over here, the Gen 2. So that's what the differences are right there. But for the most part, what I did notice is that I don't have to unplug any of my stuff. I can just plug and play these, drop them right back into where they were, and I should be good to go to use all the cables that I already have. So that's another good look. And real quick, I'm going to show you the other speaker, the right speaker, just to show you so that you guys can have a good idea of what that's going to look like for you as well. They are pretty plain on the left and the right speaker, but here's the Gen 2 other speaker right here. This is the other one. As you can see, it says PreSonus Eris 3.5 right here on the back. And this is the Gen 2 right here. And this one is the Gen 1 right here. So let me slide this over a little bit so we can get it in the frame. So here's the other speaker right here. So as you can see, look exactly the same. The only difference is the little faceplate, the little badge right here. That's the only difference. Got the blue badge on the Gen 1s with the black trimming, and then you got the little silver badge on the Gen 2s right there. But everything else looks to be the same. The back on the Gen 1s, that's what the back looks like. It says PreSonus Eris 3.5. And then the Gen 2 back once again looks like this. So it's not that big of a difference regarding this speaker here. Still pretty much looks about the same, just some subtle little differences. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put the Gen 2s out here real quick. Where's the Gen 2? Let's move this Gen 1 out of the way. And we got the other Gen 2 right here. So this is what the Gen 2 pair looks like right here for reference, just so y'all can see that. All right, so you won't be confused if you get a Gen 1 or a Gen 2. This is the total package right here. This is Gen 2. This is what they look like right here. All right, so with that, I'm going to go ahead, plug these joints in. I'm going to listen to them real quick, and then we'll come back and we'll wrap this video up. All right, guys, so this is the very next day, and I got 3 quick things I want to just talk about real fast so that we can get out of here and close out this video. So the first thing is I didn't do an audio test in this video because these speakers sound exactly like the previous version that I bought 3 years ago. No difference in quality whatsoever. All right, so if you want to check out the quality of these speakers, just go back to that video on this channel. I did a full kind of like in-depth with the audio test on that video, and it'll give you an idea of what these sound like. They sound exactly the same, to be honest. Number 2, I am planning on keeping this speaker. So let me show you. So I am planning on keeping this one. So the power speaker, like the original, 3.5, but the power one that broke, I'm gonna throw that one away, but I'm gonna keep this speaker right here because what I noticed is I can still use this speaker with this set. So let's say if this left speaker over here ever goes out, I can just plug this one in. So I'm not gonna get rid of this speaker right here. I'm gonna keep that one. That's the second thing. And then the last thing I want to talk about, and I'm gonna show you guys real quick, is that the status light on the monitors in the standby mode, it actually does work. So let me show y'all real quick. Okay, so on the back of these monitors, you have a standby mode. And I think the standby mode is the perfect thing for these monitors because, again, I broke my power button on the original version, right? And since this is the second version, it has this standby mode. So that way I can leave it turned on and I don't have to mess with the power button anymore. And this status light is white, letting you know that it's in standby mode. Once you get power, because my computer is off, once I turn my computer on and my audio interface loads up and everything, my PC loads up, this light will turn blue, letting me know that the speakers are on and active. And then once you let them rest for a little while, turn your computer off and let them rest for a little while, they will go into this little white status right here, letting you know that they are in standby mode. And I think that is the best thing that they could have did to these speakers because, again, turning them on and off with this power button is what broke my power button. So now I don't have to mess with this power button anymore. I can just leave it. You see what I'm saying? So that right there is a good look in itself. All right, guys, so those are the final 3 things I wanted to cover in this video, man. Hopefully this video has been helpful. I wanted to make it just so I can show you guys the difference between version 1 and version 2 because I do highly recommend these speakers. I like them a lot, and as you can tell, I had them 3 years ago is when I bought them. They went down and I purchased them again. So that just lets you know that I really, really like these speakers. And I also wanted to make it because make this video because I wanted people to see the difference between version 1 and version 2. So that way, if you buy the speakers, you'll know which one you're getting, all right? And you'll know the subtle differences between version 1 and version 2. But I will say, I do recommend version 2 for that standby feature alone. The sound quality between 1 and 2 is accurate. They sound the exact same. But to add that standby feature to the version 2 is a must. I feel like that right there would have solved my problems with version 1 with flipping that power button on and off. Also, don't forget that version 2 also comes with Bluetooth if you want to spend the extra couple of dollars and get it with Bluetooth. But for the most part, these speakers are good to go. I 100% recommend them. And hopefully this video has been helpful to somebody out there. And if you found it helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's been your man Jay, and I'm going to jump up out of here. Peace.